Fader here. Got kind of a little project I've been working on, and actually it's for another guy too, on the Silverwing600.com forum. That another guy had a bracket made up, and he had it CNC'd, and he turned out really nice. And I'm going to show you a shot of it here. I got a picture of it here that that he had sent me, and those lights that I had put on my front fender portion, or down at the down near the brakes area, he mounted his like this, and it actually looked pretty darn cool. I do like the way it looks. There were some things that had to be done to make that work, but I ended up, without taking anything away from anybody, you know, I paid some good money to have that done by CNC, and you know, and did some other stuff. But I kind of took his idea, stole it pretty much, and did some measurements of where he did it. I know what screws he used, the two mounting screws here for the plastic. Not 100% convinced that that's the way I wanted to go, because I'm not sure about just using these screws. I have to get different screws if that's a good mounting point. I'll know this summer when I pull up the bike and take this off, because I got some stuff I got to do anyways. But I'm gonna pull this off, because I take the dash panel off, but and see what is used just for the mounting, if there's something behind it. Not sure if I want to strengthen that up, not sure. But anyways, I ended up taking a template and worked with it, came up with, use this cardboard piece here, basically come up with the measurements. So I knew, you know, center to center of the bolt, and then the arc is for the wheel radius, you know, and the lights actually mount on this. So I took that, transferred it to this, and they're using 3/16 aluminum. It's 3/16, and that's kind of what it looks like. That's 3/16 aluminum. And this gentleman sent me a bar right there, and I trued it up because I got me a new toy. I don't know where in the hell I put all this crap, but this is one of them Harbor Freight saws. There's a lot of videos out there for modification stuff, and I did all that. Kind of made the best I could, you know, without having a metal lathe and doing some other stuff. But anyways, it worked pretty good. I got it set up pretty dang good and cutting good and all that. So anyways, I took that piece of bar stock and cut it to the length of one of these, and you know, there's my measurements and stuff like that, some notes I put and things like that for kind of getting started, if you will. Anyways, took this, and again, I used this to, you know, to fit mine underneath on my bike, just you know, kind of back and forth thing. Ended up with this, the finished product. So I took that bar stock and I trued it up and I cut it, and these are some of the pieces that I've cut out already, because I'm working on, I end up you know, this is these were the pieces that I had to cut to get to that point. And again, I also made a tempo of the radius. I had to measure the radius, and then I, you know, that's how I came up with the arc here, you know, on and on and on. But some templates, you know, to get there, if you will, because part of it again is the, you know, the arc for the wheel turn, you know, from the shocks. So the front forks. So through some patience and kind of working with this, learning how to work with this saw. Basically, it's a bandsaw. I've got a wood one over there, but can't cut metal on a wood one. The actual wheels, you can really screw things up. So I bought this thing. Got a good deal on it. Only paid $194 for it, Harbor Freight. It's like a $300 device, you know. Well, they had it on sale, and then I got 20% off. So I said, what the hell, I'm going to need it. So anyways, this is what I've cut so far. I got to finish cutting this radius here. Flip it over. I got to finish cutting this radius line here. I split it in half, so I ain't got to try to, you know, get all the way. Cut this radius here. You know, I cut the inside, and basically, when I cut this, it was kind of like this. You know, you start somewhere, and you cut to where you can get the flat plane, and then you finish it up, and that's the balance of it, like that. And this here is that first radius. Out of the way here. That's the first radius, you know. So, then once I get this, then I got to take and verify, you know, that the mounting is right, and the lights mount on these, because it actually kind of sits on the bike like this. It'll sit like that, and the lights mount underneath it. It'd be almost at that kind of an angle, like that, you know. So kind of cool. It's a lot of fun. You know, I put some special oil on, you know, the thing, to cutting fluid, to keep the blade cool, and on and on and on. And it turned out, you know, it's a good clean cut. You know, aluminum is really bad anyway because it wants to gum up, you know. But haven't had that problem. So anyways, I'm going to finish cutting this, and I got to send some pictures to the guy on the site that was gracious enough. I told him, I said, I'll cut it for you and ship it back if you buy the aluminum piece. So he bought he lives in I think Pennsylvania area, so he cut it and or bought it and sent it to me, and I finally got down to where, after I got this thing all set up and worked out some of the little bugs and stuff like that, and started working on it. So this is like a couple hours worth of work right here. So anyways, just a light mounting project that I'm going to play with here. I got to do another one. I'm going to send this gentleman this one, but I got to do another one for me. I'm not in a real hurry, because one of the things I want to test is where my lights are mounted. I want to see if I actually get vibration. If I do get shake and vibration, then I'm going to move it to here. But, you know, that's plan B. So anyways, kind of worked out pretty good. The CNC, I don't have, you know, no way to do that. And it's very expensive. And I like to putt, so figure there's another, you know, got to be a better way to do it. So there was. So I'm just kind of doing my thing. But anyways, that's what Vader's up to right now. So enough rambling on, and I'm going to take some pictures of this bad monkey and get this posted. So Vader's out. Thanks for watching, everybody.